Have you ever thought about growing your own delicious vegetables right in your back garden? Well, in this video, we're going to be making a raised vegetable bed to help you do just that, start you off on your vegetable growing journey and help you transform your garden. Now, let's dive in. So the first thing to do is to prepare the space. As you can see here, our garden is a little bit of a wasteland. So I'm basically going to be cutting it all back, making it a little bit neater, and smoothing it over a little bit, making it a little bit more flat so that we can build the veg boxes on top. The next part is to put down the weed suppressant, which is just basically a matting which is going to stop anything unwanted growing up through the vegetable boxes and also through the paths that we're going to make here. So I would say it's really important to spend a little bit extra and get a good quality matting which has a really nice tight knit mesh, because that's going to do the most to stop unwanted things growing through. We found a really nice one on Amazon. If you are interested, then there'll be a link in the description, check it out. So while I'm doing that, I want to talk a little bit about our thought process behind growing vegetables. Of course, everybody will have their own reasons, will be approaching this from their own perspective, but I want to talk a little bit about our reasoning behind the desire to grow vegetables. We're not really going for like self-sufficiency, I would say, although don't get me wrong, the idea of being a little bit more self-sufficient is definitely very appealing. I mean, during COVID, you saw, all the pictures of the empty shelves, also with the war in Ukraine, etc. Then, there are some issues with supply chains, things like that. So to have that little bit of backup, that knowledge that you've got some, that you can have a little bit of self-sufficiency is definitely very appealing. But more than that, it's just a really fun project to do. It is very grounding, it connects you back with nature, especially if your job is at a desk, inside, whatever, etc., something like that. Then to get out in the garden really connects you back to nature, connects you back to the seasons and where your food comes from. Also, it's a really nice thing to do if you've got a partner. It's just, a fun activity, something that you can do together. And with the added benefit of getting your own vegetables coming out of it. Okay, so now that we've got the matting down, the next thing to do is to make some stakes. So go ahead and grab your power tools, that's always fun. I'm making these, I want 300mm above the ground, that's 2 of the boards we're going to be using, 150mm each. And I want 100mm, about a third, below the ground to give it that strength. Okay, so now that we've got our 6 stakes, 3 for the front, 3 for the back, the next thing to do is to measure out the space. We're going for a vegetable bed which is 1 metre wide and 3 metres long. So measure out the space and then grab the old sledgehammer and whack the stakes in. Okay, so I've cheated a little bit. It was a bit more fiddly than I thought it was going to be. So I've gone away off camera, I've made all the cuts, I've measured it all up. So I'm going to put it together and let's go. So there we have it, just like putting IKEA together. So now we need to, all that remains is to put the slats along the edge and then we're good to go. Wow, here you have it, one beautiful raised veg bed. So next thing is to fill it with soil, and let's do that now. So in terms of the soil, what you want is a mixture of compost and topsoil. So I found a guy on Facebook Messenger who had topsoil for free. Again, Facebook Messenger is great for things like this. So we've got I don't know if you can see that, but basically just some nice topsoil we've got there, and we did also buy some organic compost So we're going to mix those together and get it all in. You helping me grow vegetables? Yes. So get all the soil in, give it a good mix together with a garden spade. And the last thing is just to use a rake to smooth it over and get yourself a nice smooth surface. Here we have it, one beautiful, freshly made raised vegetable bed. Once again, thank you so much for watching. I really hope you've enjoyed this video. Really hope you found it useful. We are so excited about all the projects that we've got ready for the garden lined up. So I'm going to be making videos of those and bringing those all to you. So make sure to give this video a like if you enjoyed it, and if you've got any questions, just leave a comment below. I'll do my best to answer your questions, and make sure to subscribe for the future projects that we've got going.